he's spoken about, does she say a kind word?
Why does it matter what everyone else thinks of Louis? Why are you getting so worked up?
No, don't speak for Jen Fessler.
By the way, so nice that we're sharing. You should know that I think that your husband is disgusting.
No, that's not what I think.
You realize that I'm not going to do that, right? I ain't your soldier.
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
There, guns blazing.
It's weird. Because you knew us first. You just met this girl.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I just want to say with this episode, the more they come at Jen Fessler, the more I'm starting to like Jen Fessler, because she's not letting them play in her face. Because at the end of the episode, I was just so confused, like, we crying. And she's a whole 32-year-old woman. We're damn near the same age. Girl, you're crying. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
So Jen Fessler's being 100% honest. Like, hey, this is what I said. This is what we did. This is what it's about. I told her that, you know, y'all had a manila envelope. She's saying this in front of the husbands, Danielle and Rachel.
That the plan was not executed. I said, I remember saying to those guys, you came in with your big manila envelopes.
So she's basically telling us what they said. It was nothing crazy. So you would think everything would be cool. Obviously not. So they just feel like she's over here. You have nothing to explain. You don't have to go to her and tell her anything. Like, it's just weird. My whole thing with Rachel is, you're upset with Jen. You're like, with Rachel, you're upset with Teresa because of the whole thing that she tried to accuse your husband. They got a private investigator, blah, 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 blah. But y'all got a manila, like she said, y'all had a manila envelope. Y'all had information thick on Louis, but y'all said nothing. So y'all use that as like blackmail to threaten that man, but it really didn't do shit. So it's like they're trying to manipulate Jen Fessler into being basically a bitch for them.
Same room as Louis and Teresa. So I'm a little confused how we got from there to sitting together and laughing.
They were trying to bitch and son and little girl Jen Fessler this whole time. So, and with Rachel, I'm just like, the venom that she having for Teresa, for me, it's still not, I don't get it. Mind you, I understand she's trying to have a little storyline, trying to do what she got to do. Cool, but the venom they got, it ain't that deep. And anyway, if you feel that upset and you talking about, oh, the husband should sit down and talk, then they should sit down and talk, right? Hop over and we see Teresa and her daughters. They're watching Gabriella over here packing for college.
For you.
Thank you. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
Is Louis helping pay for college? Yes.
All right, so we find out that Joe is not helping, you know, pay for Gabriella's school, but Louis is. And I feel like Teresa had it that way because of all the illegalities that Joe, you know, was in beforehand. So it's like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. However, do we know what Louis does still? No shade. Just a question.
And, you know, it was really, 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 really sad. And every time I see like these moments, I get emotional because I remember my experience when I walked to college. And me and my mom, we had this conversation because I definitely didn't feel like supported. I felt like with my parents, they were just like ready for me to go. And they're just like, okay, bye. Where these people, they have their parents like crying for them. I didn't have that situation. Mind you, my college experience was already stressful as it is because I had to work a full-time job. I did internship. I was over here, a full-time student. I paid for college myself. So college for me was a great time, but it was definitely stressful trying to obtain 2 degrees. And not only that, it's just like everybody's like, this is the best years. The best years, I'm living my best years now, which is crazy. But it's just like, I'm happy for them, but I just look at my own situation with college. I was just like, damn, like I had a hard job. I find it sad that Melissa has a daughter going, Antonia, she's going to college, and then Teresa has her daughter going to college, but they're not doing anything together. The kids don't fuck with each other. And it's just sad because I feel like this is a good moment where all the kids should get along, having a good time. Nope, they don't fuck with y'all at all. But you know, we see that, you know, it's the morning of Joe, Margaret, Melissa. They're all trying to plan this, you know, this little party for Joe for his birthday. He's about to be 50. So they were like, you know, I have no issue with Jennifer, you know, all the stuff that happened in the past is whatever, but she was really nice, so we should invite her to Joe's party. Joe called Bill while, you know, they were all at the table talking. Joe called Bill like, look, Bill, you cool, I want you to come to my party.
We had a lot of fun. I would love to have Tony the Turk at my party. I'd like to come.
Thank you for the invite.
You know, but my whole thing with Joe is just like, you won't have to swallow your fucking pride. And what he should have said was, look, Bill, I want you and your wife to come to my party. I appreciate you guys. I know we got some stuff going on, but I would love for you guys to be there. Instead of just inviting him, you excluded his wife. So if that was me and somebody invited my husband and didn't invite me, or vice versa, bitch, we ain't going, because we're united front. We're a package deal. So if you want to invite him and purposely exclude me, bitch, fuck you. And basically that's what Bill said. I appreciate the offer, but you know, Melissa and old girl Jennifer, she need to have a conversation. If not, then it's a dub. So
Jen really probably should have a conversation together. That's kind of where things stand, but I definitely wish you a big happy birthday.
Congrats. That was it. So shout out to him. Jen's like, I'm happy that my husband, he's over here defending me, standing behind me, standing on my, you know, do what I gotta do. She's happy that he's actually standing up for her, which cool, that's fine.
What happened?
Okay, we're a pair. We're a team. I am finally happy and proud of Bill.
But at the end of the day, we already know that Bill and Jen handle things too different. They handle stuff differently. We're back over to Teresa's and we see, you know, Big Joe and Daddy Joe here on the phone. They're like, you know, all the girls crying, like, oh my God, look at Daddy, you doing all that. So Teresa and Louie go outside and they talk about, you know, what's her name? Rachel and her husband. And they talk about how they just basically pressed. Louie's like, I really don't give a fuck about them. I don't think about them. It is what it is. And yeah, I mean, that's basically how it seemed. It seemed like the other side is very pressed over Teresa, but it do seem like Teresa is very much activated. Like, Teresa is not scared to get the party started this year. Because last year, she had to go against Margaret, Melissa, but now all she got to worry about is Rachel, right? So we get ready for this party, right? Everybody's going to the party. We saw everybody go to the party. They have, like, you know, Italian theme. It's really cute. Melissa looks great. Danielle looks great. Rachel looks, you know, decent. Dolores, she's talking like, yeah, you know, I'm giving very much Italian. Jennifer's talking about, girl, you giving Jersey Shore. I said, girl. But they bring in a inflatable blow up doll, and they at the party taking the ass shots, all this stuff. I'm like, goddamn. But you know, this party got split up into two groups, the men and the women. The men have a conversation and they talk about, you know, Paulie and John over here having beef. And he was like, yeah, I don't like my, and then, you know, Joe, he talked about, yeah, you know, I don't like my friends arguing. I don't like there to be tension amongst friend group. You don't? You don't. Because please let me know about your sister and your wife. I don't like tension. I don't like fighting. Bitch. So, Paulie, I'm on Paulie's side because Paulie was just like, look, I have no issue with you and I have no issue with him. If at the end of the day, I'm cool with Louie, I'm cool with you. Whatever y'all got going on between y'all, it's not had nothing to do with me. And my whole thing is, I feel like this season is going to be the season of I'm trying to control who you hang out with, right? And my whole thing is, Paulie probably just like, look, I'm a grown ass man. You're not about to tell me who the fuck I can and cannot hang out with. And you talking about, oh, you trying to defend him, and John and Rachel, y'all really over here trying to drop your nuts on somebody's face. Like, girl, who are you? Who are you? You are nobody, baby. So you trying to say, oh, you can't do this and do that. Oh, you trying to hang out. And so Paulie just like, when the season episode 1, he told him to shut the fuck up because it's like, you trying to talk over me and tell me what I'm doing. No bitch is going to tell me what I'm doing. Right? I can tell you what my moves is. So I think that's where Paulie's coming from. And John was like, well, I just got upset because you told me to shut the fuck up. Yeah, because you needed to. We hop and skip over and we see Dolores, Frank, and Paulie. Frank's like, yeah, you know, I'm going away soon. I'm about to be over here, you know, skipping out the country. I'm about to be hiding, you know, changing my name, getting a new license. And I'm just like, sir, get to the fucking point, because now it sounds like you're over here running from the law. But he was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm about to go to Costa Rica. And they're like, okay. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm about to get engaged to Brittany. And they're like, oh my God, congratulations. He just wanted her blessing. I guess because, you know, they're like two peas in a pod. They still love each other, still gonna be each other's life. So he wanted her blessing. Obviously, Dolores like, yeah, girl, do what you gotta do. Like, I don't want you. So after that whole situation, it comes to Rachel, Margaret, Fessler, and Jackie.
By the way, you owe her no explanation.
Yeah, I would have been like, fuck.
Mind you, Jackie already feels a way toward Danielle because she's like, she didn't invite me to the party, and I was the only one in our friend group that's not invited. And like I said, I think I want to really like Jackie. I really do. But my whole thing is, Jackie, you came in on Go last season, and you were a bitch to both of them. So I don't think anybody really gives a fuck. I don't, right? But like I said, Jackie wasn't cool with Rachel, but now they're cool. But whatever. So Fessler's sitting down, and Margaret's just like, yeah, you know, I saw you over there with Teresa, over here talking, just giggling. I don't like that. What's going on, girl? It's just so crazy. And she was like, okay, so what do you want me to do? You want me to say, oh, girl, Teresa, fuck you. Teresa, you a bitch. She's like, no, I don't need you to do that. She was like, okay, so what did you want for me to do? Like, you know, I don't handle things that y'all the way that y'all do. But then they're talking about, well, at the end of the day, you over here talking about Teresa behind her back.
Just stop with the bullshit and just say, I'm a wuss. You know I'm not good when I'm confronted. I have diarrhea of the mouth, and I f***ed up. And then I'd say, fine, that's who you are.
And don't get me wrong, Jen Fessler, you did. You did. You talked about Teresa, and you're not about to tell me that you also attended this meeting to take down Louis, and you said nothing? You sat back and sat pretty and just like, yeah, No, come on now. Everybody, it was a hive mind, a group think, collective effort to take down one man, right? So my whole thing is, yes, it do seem like a little bit fake, but on Jen Fessler's part is, I telling you what I said, and all we did was have a conversation. She was like, we didn't go out for dinner, we didn't hang out afterwards, I just had a conversation in her presence. So y'all over here like a hawk in the sky, worry about what the fuck I'm doing.
And I also have to give a shout out to Jackie, because I feel like in this moment, she's the only one that's trying to speak some type of reason to Rachel and Margaret. But I also feel like, you know, as friends, you should be able to have an open conversation with your friends, but they're shooting her down so hard. Basically, you have Margaret whispering to Rachel like, oh, she's getting on my nerves, she needs to hush. And it makes you feel like you're less than the collective. And I think that's how they want Jackie to be. Like, you lost your peach and you're not gonna get it back.
Not everybody has to fight with everybody in order for your guys, it's enough. This is escalating way too fast. Margaret.
Telling me that you got Rachel over here crying, girl. Talking about, oh, well, you know, Jen, I'm just getting so because, you know, I love you so much. And like Jen Fessler is saying, like, girl, I'm just confused with where this is coming from. Like, okay, you're acting like I betrayed your trust. She was like, well, you know, I just don't think that, you know, we will be so stupid to, like, you have nothing to explain. You don't have to tell her anything. But like she said, that's how you react. That's how you are. Like, it's just crazy, because even if it's like my siblings or whatever, I'm never going to tell my sister like who she can and cannot hang out with. One, don't get me wrong, what's understood don't need to be explained. That's one. But two, nobody's gonna tell me how to move, right? But basically, Jen Fessler tells Margaret, look, she's an ancient soldier. I said, yes, ma'am.
So nice that we're sharing. You should know that I think that your husband is disgusting. No, that's not what I think. You realize that I'm not gonna do that, right? I ain't your soldier.
She said, I ain't your soldier. So you might react to certain things the way you do. I do the things the way I do. So if you don't like that, you're just not gonna like it. And it is what it is. Rachel gets up and storms off crying, looking ridiculous. And then Margaret runs behind her.
I'm vulnerable with how I feel, and I would never tell you who you can and cannot be friends with, but it hurts. Baby doll, I don't know what to tell you.
Danielle's trying to console him, like, girl, you don't need to cry, it's fine. And she's like, no,
I feel like I'm losing a friend. It's just so crazy. I just don't understand.
I'm like, girl. Now, I could see if Fessler, like, was hanging out with her constant, and it became like a behavioral thing, where it's just like she actively wants her friendship with her, but I don't see that. I'm just confused. And hopefully Fessler had this energy throughout, but it's like, girl, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Because if Fessler still has the energy like she doing now and speaking up and standing up for herself like she do now, you go ahead and make her full-time next season, because I feel like she might be that girl. But y'all, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Where I keep LG, Black View. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a jolly, break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This African all I really asking for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye-bye.